What's up, all pro wrestling fans of all shapes and sizes from all around the world? Welcome to another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, for this video, gonna do another double header review video. I did get around to checking out both SEAdLINNNG and Diana shows over the weekend, so I'm going to be reviewing both of those. So that's the SEAdLINNNG Kawasaki Pro Wrestling Matsuri show and the Diana Korakuen Hall show. So two shows that happened this past weekend. Couple of things before I get to that. So, first off, it's been confirmed that Hikaru Shida has not only secured her renewed visa, but she has also re-signed with AEW. So, don't know how long, but she is staying with AEW, which was kind of a shock to me. It's kind of a shock to me. I honestly did not think she was going to end up re-signing. But she has made her way back to the U.S. as we speak, as she confirmed on one of her, I believe one of her gaming live streams. But yeah, Hikaru Shida re-signs with AEW, has a renewed visa. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what they end up doing. Hopefully she'll get booked. And who knows, fingers crossed, might perhaps some way, somehow, get Hikaru Shida and Shuri back together again when the time comes to crown new AEW, or inaugural AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions. So, definitely hopeful. We'll see what happens. Also, some Marigold news that Marigold will hold a press conference on the 9th of October that will be streamed on Wrestle Universe live on the Wrestle Universe YouTube channel, and it will lay out the full card for Marigold Grand Destiny 2025. It's going to be really early in the morning for me, 3 a.m. For that press conference. But yeah, that'll be, that is October 9th. That is Thursday. That's this Thursday. So, we'll see how that goes. I mean, so far we have 5 matches confirmed already. So far. Yeah, 5 matches confirmed so far. So I'm very curious to see what the remaining matches will be. I know we have so far we have, Sari Yamaoka versus Chihiro Hashimoto. That should be really good. We have Kazuna Tanaka versus Shino. We have Mayu Iwatani versus Io Sky. That's going to be huge. We got 2 of the championships that'll be defended so far. The Marigold United National Championship is Mai Sakurai will put that title on the line against Victoria Yuzuki. And then, of course, the Marigold World Championship, as Utami Hayashishita will put that title on the line against this year's Dream Star Grand Prix winner, Miku Aono. So, already shaping up to be a great card, but it's not finished yet. We'll have to find out come October 9th, this Thursday, to see what the full card looks like. Being that Mayu Iwatani's already in a match against Io Sky, I mean, I don't know. Maybe she'll put the title on the line. Maybe it'll become a title match. I don't know. Probably won't, but you never know. And it'll be interesting to see if they have if they'll have the tag titles defended, which I think the tag titles will get defended. Which of course Marvelous Magenta still have. That's Riko Kawahara and Maria. Have to also see if maybe the GHC Women's Championship, maybe that'll get defended. You know, that's currently held by Takumi Aroha. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We can only speculate. But yes. Let's see. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Also, the pay-per-view for Noah's Wrestle Odyssey is now up on Abema for purchase. So definitely jump on that. I had a feeling with the way the layout was that it was going to be a Abema Live pay-per-view, and that's exactly what it is. So to get that, go to Abema Live. You can order the pay-per-view for Noah's Wrestle Odyssey. I'm looking forward to it. I've already ordered it. Looking forward to it. Just making sure I'm not missing any. Oh yeah, and according to the Stardom schedule, it looks like Starlight Kid's 10th anniversary show is the only pay-per-view for this month of October. So, yeah, interesting. Really interesting. There's a lot of live shows and a lot of VOD shows, but one pay-per-view, and of course we still got 2 more New Blood shows for this month. For New Blood 25 and 26. So definitely got quite a bit to look forward to. Also, don't really know how to feel about this, but DOUKI, that's right, DOUKI has won back the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship, defeated El Desperado by way of referee stoppage. Not really the way I would have wanted it, especially being that DOUKI's with House of Torture. But, you know, I do like DOUKI. I just don't like the fact that he's in House of Torture. I don't like that he's in House of Torture. But, yeah, DOUKI, new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. But yeah, so just had to throw that out there. But yeah. Okay, let's jump into the reviews. Gonna start off with the SEAdLINNNG Kawasaki Pro Wrestling Matsuri 2025, long name. This took place on October 4th. This was at the Cults Kawasaki in Kawasaki, Kanagawa, Japan. And pretty good show. Had an attendance of 709, apparently. But it was a show that I definitely enjoyed. But let's go ahead and let's jump into the review. Got my graphics up. Let me get my notes out. Okay, got my notes. Let's get started. First match. Alrighty, first match, we had a singles match. We had the rookie Yuki Funa taking on Saya Iida, representing Stars from Stardom. Decent match. Definitely a decent match. I felt like Yuki Funa put up a decent fight against the more experienced Saya Iida. Match. Let's see. Match lasted 8 minutes and 35 seconds. 8 minutes, 35 seconds. And I have to say, definitely a decent match. Yuki Funa showed quite a good bit of fighting spirit in this match. And I know she was also in the Sendai Girls Wild Horse Rookie Tournament. But Saya Iida was able to pick up the victory as she pinned Yuki Funa after hitting a running lariat, a very powerful running lariat. And good sportsmanship afterwards from Saya Iida. But Iida, your winner of the opening match. Alrighty. Let's go to our next match. And of course, this match was entertaining. Alrighty, we had a high-speed match right here, featuring special referee Natsuki Tayo. We had La Pidita versus CoCo. Well, I at least give them credit for giving La Pidita at least a little bit of a decent entrance. Which I love her entrance. She's amazing. But CoCo, I thought was pretty cool. I thought CoCo was really cool. I enjoyed this match. Yeah, I know it was a little over 5 minutes long. I mean, it was a high-speed match, so the action was very continuous. Love the high flying from CoCo. I thought that was really cool to see. But yeah, this match was entertaining. This match was very entertaining. A lot of pinfall attempts, a lot of back and forth. Really could have gone either way. This was an exciting high-speed match. But La Pidita was able to get a roll-up pin with a bridge for the 3 count on CoCo to get the victory. La Pidita, your winner in this high-speed match, but a very enjoyable match. Despite it being a little over 5 minutes, it was an enjoyable high-speed match. So, good stuff. Alrighty, let's go to our next match. Check this one out. Alright, so for this next match, we got to see the men in action, as we had the team of Masato Tanaka and SUGI taking on Ventvert Jack and Kohei Sato. Now, I had never seen the second team in action before, but I definitely liked what I saw from Ventvert Jack. Definitely a high flyer as well. Looked really cool in this match. Match went almost 13 minutes long, but was good to see SUGI again. Definitely like his high-flying style. Definitely all over the place. Masato Tanaka did his thing. I've met Masato Tanaka, so it was really cool. But action was inside the ring, outside the ring, a good amount of high-flying as well, especially from Ventvert Jack. But I have to say, This was definitely a good match. I enjoyed this match from start to finish. But SUGI was able to pick up the victory on Ventvert Jack, hitting a 450 splash and then pinning him for the 1-2-3. So SUGI and Masato Tanaka pick up the victory in this tag match. Very great tag match. Alrighty, let's go to our next match. Alright, we had ourselves another singles match here. This time, we had Selene Misora taking on the Pineapple Girl of Cosmic Angels and World Wonder Ring stardom. That is Yuna Mizumori. Another solid match, and I have to say, Selene Misora looked really good in this match. She gave Yuna Mizumori quite the fight. Match went a little bit over 10 minutes, but I'm glad that it hit the 10-minute mark at least. But, like I said, shout out to Selene Misora. She put up a really good fight. And, honestly, wouldn't mind seeing those two go at it again. Yeah, that was a match I enjoyed. And an interesting finish from Yuna Mizumori. She did that turnbuckle springboard splash. She kind of did the bounce off the turnbuckle into a splash. Almost kind of like, for example, you know how Miyu Yamashita, the Pink Striker in TJPW, you know how she does that return crush? Yuna did something similar, but instead of a kick, she did a splash. So I thought that was a neat finisher from Yuna Mizumori. I did not expect that. Did not expect that at all from her. But it was enough to get the 3 count afterwards. Yuna Mizumori, your winner. But yeah, that was a good match. That was a really good match and very impressive finish from Yuna Mizumori. Like I said, I did not expect that. Alrighty, let's go into our next match. Let's see. Here we go. So let's go into our next match. Alrighty, so we have another tag team match where we have the team of Unagi Sayaka and Honori Hana, and they'll be taking on the team of Misa Kagura and a name I hadn't seen in a while, Hanako Nakamori. A very action-packed match here that went a little over 12 and a half minutes. Definitely went back and forth. I did kind of fear a little bit with the finish for Misa Kagura because of how she landed. And thankfully she's okay. Thankfully she's okay, but very awkward landing. So Unagi Sayaka was able to pick up the victory for her team. She hit the Taiga de Ata on Misa Kagura, but the landing was awkward. But thankfully she's okay. Thankfully she's okay. But Unagi Sayaka, Honori Hana picked up the victory. Just, you know, that finish didn't look that good. But it is what it is. Main thing is that Misa Kagura is okay. All right. Now we go into the first half of this double main event, starting with the one championship match that was on the card. As we had the Beyond the Sea Tag Team Championships on the line, as the champions of Sumire Natsu and Mio Shirai defended against the team of Yuri and Amazon. Great match. Great match from start to finish. This match went almost 20 minutes. Almost 20 minutes. I have to say, Mio Shirai and Sumire Natsu, that's a very entertaining tag team. Very entertaining tag team. And I'm very glad that they're the tag champs, because I like this team. I really like this team. I've met both ladies, but I like this team. I really like this team. And they're a very entertaining team. And of course, seeing Sumire Natsu do the sexy Bronco Buster. But yeah, Amazon definitely showed her power and definitely made this battle really tough for the champs. Although there was a moment where a misfire from Yuri sparked Amazon to clothesline her, and then she just went and clotheslined everybody, just lariat to everybody. Which, I mean, she was pretty much the biggest one in the ring. But it was an awesome match. And surprisingly, Sumire Natsu was able to roll up Amazon for the 1-2-3 and retain the Beyond the Sea Tag Team Championships. Very impressive. So, Sumire Natsu, Mio Shirai, still your Beyond the Sea Tag Team Champions. And then after the match, Unagi Sayaka and Honori Hana come out, and it looks like they have issued a challenge for the tag title. So it looks like they may be next in line to challenge for those Beyond the Sea tag titles. So, hey, I mean, after all, they just defeated Misa Kagura and Honori Hana, or not Honori Hana, Hanako Nakamori. So, hey, can't say that I'm surprised that they issued the challenge. So, I can dig it. I can dig it. And then part 2 of the double main event came down to this. All right, we had a, or no, not 6, 8-woman tag team match. Team number 1, we had Ryo Mizunami, Yumiko Hotta, Ayame Sasamura, and Miria Koga. And they took on the team of Jaguar Yokota, Makoto, Miku Kanai, and Wild Heart Hazuki. I must say, a lot of variety of talent in this match. A lot of variety. Now, this match did go over 20 minutes. It actually went over 20 and a half minutes. But yeah, very action-packed. All 8 ladies definitely got in on the action, inside the ring, outside the ring. I have to say, the one that really got my attention the most was Miria Koga. Her strikes. She has really upped her striking game, as well as her drop kicks, but her striking ability has really been put on display. I really like what I've been seeing from Miria Koga, but yeah, this was a very fun match, very action-packed, and at the end of the day, it would be Makoto to seal the deal to pick up the victory for her team as she hit Miria Koga with a Samoan driver, then pinned her for the 3 count. Jaguar Yokota, Makoto, Miku Kanai, and Hazuki are your winners. But yeah, great double main event. Very enjoyable show. SEAdLINNNG does it again. Good stuff. Really good stuff. Okay. Now, we switch gears from SEAdLINNNG to Diana. World Women Pro Wrestling Diana. Okay. They had a Korakuen Hall show. A pretty decent Korakuen Hall show that happened on October 5th. Had an attendance of 702. But yeah, had a decent handful of matches, including 2 championship matches. So let me get my graphics out for that. Diana, where you at? Diana. Ah, here you are. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get going with our first match. Alright. For our first match, we had a debut. New rookie debut. As we had Anna take on Rina Amikura. Anna kind of reminded me... how can I put this? She kind of reminded me a little bit of a mashup of... she kind of reminded me of a mashup between Uta Takami, Ren Kanatsu, and Mayuka Koike. That's who she kind of reminded me of. And her ring gear was kind of interesting. But match was all right. Was just barely under 7 minutes, so 6 minutes 50 seconds to be specific. But Anna, she did her best. I mean, she did what she could. But Rina Amikura was too much for her. She submits Anna with a Canadian backbreaker. Rina Amikura picks up the victory. But great sportsmanship from Rina Amikura carrying Anna to the back after the match. So we'll have to see what more Anna does going forward. But, you know, that was just her debut. So not bad. Now, this next match really impressed me. This next match, honestly, I would go on par to say this was one of my favorite matches of the card. Check this one out. We had ourselves a singles match between Shanshan and Wildheart Hazuki. I gotta give credit where credit's due. Shanshan brought it. She brought her A game in this match, and she went toe to toe. She went toe to toe with Hazuki, and she kept up. Yeah, I said it. She kept up. Match went just a little under 11 minutes, and Shanshan, she brought her A game. I was very impressed. Not only that, she got hit by a diving senton and she kicked out. That's right, she kicked out. I was like, it even shocked the mess out of Hazuki. Like, wow. It even shocked the mess out of her. So, you best believe, Shanshan left her mark in that match. And just kept coming back from everything Hazuki threw at her. Keep an eye on Shanshan, which 20 years old, only 1 year of experience. Only 1 year of experience. But I definitely liked what I saw from Shanshan, who's actually from Taiwan. She's from Taiwan. But yeah, I definitely liked what I saw from her. Her home promotion is New Taiwan Entertainment Wrestling. I never heard of the promotion, but I really liked what I saw out of Shanshan. It took a second diving senton from Hazuki to finally put her away for the 1-2-3. But incredible showing from Shanshan. And I look forward to seeing her wrestle more. I definitely became a fan after this match. Definitely became a fan. So, yeah. Okay, let's keep it going with our next match. Here we go. Alrighty. We had a trios match. Team number 1. We had Maika Ozaki, Mizuki Kato, and Miran taking on the trio of Yu, Risa Sera, and Tae Honma. Solid trios match between both these teams. Match lasted almost 16 minutes. This was 15 minutes, 47 seconds. Great action back and forth between both teams. It was even really funny seeing both Yu and Mizuki Kato do the log roll, which I thought was pretty cool. But this was a great match, very action-packed. A very surprising finish as well, but I dig it. I definitely dig it. A surprising finish as 16-year-old Miran pinned Risa Sera with a Frankensteiner pin for the 1-2-3. That's right. Miran pinned Risa Sera. Very impressed. Very impressed. But yeah, very great match. And yeah, that, whew. Of course, you know, Risa Sera and Miran have teamed up quite a bit, so they're very familiar with each other. But I just thought that was very impressive to see Miran pin Risa Sera like that. But great match. Great match from start to finish. Alrighty. Let's go to this next match. This next match was wild. Okay. For this match, we had a fatal 4-way tag team match. So, we had the team of Misa, Kagura, and Makoto versus Jaguar Yokota, Mayumi Ozaki versus Natsumi Mochi and Kurumi Hiragi versus Himiko and Kumu. Match was kind of wild for obvious reasons. Didn't quite hit the 10-minute mark. Only lasted 9 minutes 17 seconds. Wish it could have been a little bit longer, but the match was all right. The match was all right for what it was. The finish, pretty interesting finish, as Jaguar Yokota took out Misa Kagura and I believe it was Misa Kagura and Makoto. Took them out at the same time with a diving somersault senton, I guess leg drop, so to speak. And she ended up pinning Misa Kagura right afterwards for the 1-2-3 to pick up the victory. So Mayumi Ozaki, who did use the chain, by the way, because that's her thing, her, Jaguar Yokota pick up the victory in this fatal 4-way tag team match. But wish it could have hit the 10-minute mark, but I mean, it is what it is. Alrighty, let's go to the next match. And this was another solid singles match. Check this out. Alrighty. We had a one-on-one match between Nanami Hatano and Yuna Manase. Great back and forth action between both these ladies, really showcasing their power as well. Because Nanami, she got in some good shots on Yuna Manase. I mean, just really, she brought her A game in this match. Match lasted 12 and a half minutes, so good time for both ladies. But yeah, action-packed, back and forth, power fighters going all out. But it would be Yuna Manase that would finally take out Nanami with a running lariat and then pinning her for the 1-2-3. Yuna Manase, your winner, but a great showing from Nanami Hatano. Okay, next up we have the first of 2 championship matches that were on this card. Here we go. Alrighty, we had the WWWD Queen Elizabeth Championship on the line, which is, decided by, in triple threat, 3-way matches. The champion, Kyoko Inoue, defended against Tomoko Watanabe, who I haven't seen in a while, and Yuki Miyazaki. Another match where the ladies really showcased their power, and I tell you, all 3 of these ladies really brought their A game. Lots of shoulder tackles, lots of lariats, lots of power moves in this match. Definitely did not disappoint, for sure. Match went 12 minutes, 39 seconds. Wish it could have been a little longer, being that it was a title match, but still very action-packed. And there were a lot of exchanges between Kyoko Inoue and Yuki Miyazaki. But eventually, Kyoko Inoue would get the best of both ladies. It took one big short arm lariat from Kyoko to Yuki to take her out, pinned her for the 1-2-3. Kyoko Inoue, still your Queen Elizabeth champion, which I believe now I'm not too sure how long she's held that title. Yeah, I'm not sure how long she's held that title. But yeah. Actually, oh, here it is. Here it is. So that is her 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successful defense. 6 successful defense, and she's been champion now for 421 days, in her third reign. So, congrats to Kyoko Inoue, who I've met before. Still going strong at 56 years of age. But anyway, let's get to our main event. Main event of the Diana Korakuen Hall show. Here we go. Found it. All right, we had the WWWD Tag Team Championships on the line. As the champions, the team of Caffeine and Crush, made up of Debbie Keitel and Ayako Sato, they took on the team of Chobuki, made up of Unagi Sayaka and Haruka Umisaki. Very action-packed match. Definitely Caffeine and Crush felt like the heel team in this match. Ayako Sato had that metal pan, which had the Irish flag on the front and the Japan flag on the back, which I thought was pretty interesting. But I mean, they're a tag team, so it makes sense. But yeah, that pan came into action quite a lot in this match. But great back and forth. Match lasted 22 minutes, and definitely it was nonstop action. I have to say, Caffeine and Crush, pretty solid team. But Debbie Keitel would pick up the victory to secure the successful defense, hitting Unagi with a double underhook facebuster. Didn't really get a lot of lift on it, but just very simple. Pinned her for the 1, 2, 3. Caffeine and Crush still your WWWD Tag Team Champions. But then the strangest thing happened afterwards. As both Debbie Keitel and Ayako Sato have announced that they have decided to relinquish the tag titles. And apparently, Debbie Keitel is interested in going after Haruka Umisaki's WWWD Championship. It's kind of weird that they're relinquishing the titles, being that this was only their second defense. And already they're relinquishing the titles? That's kind of weird. That's weird. But, whatever. Whatever. It just looked really weird. Like, they've had the tag titles for 71 days. They just had their second successful defense, and now they just relinquish them? I don't know. I just think it's kind of weird and dumb. But, whatever. But, otherwise, a very solid show. Great matches. Like I said, Shanshan versus Hazuki was phenomenal. My favorite match of the card. Hands down. So, another great showing. And, I have to say, Diana, when they do their Korakuen Hall shows, they usually bring it. Because I know it's bigger than, their typical Posty Amistad shows, which is like their dojo shows. But they definitely bring it. When they have their shows at Korakuen Hall. So, that's always good to see from Diana. But anyway, that's all I have for this video. Definitely let me know what y'all's thoughts are. How y'all feeling about Hikaru Shida with her return to the U.S.? How do y'all feel about DOUKI becoming the new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion? Do you have an idea of what you may want to see for Marigold Grand Destiny? As this Thursday, they will announce the full card. And let me know what y'all thought about both SEAdLINNG and Diana shows. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. For another Pro Wrestling Talk brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. My name is Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed day, and I will see y'all in the next video and our live stream. Peace. Later.